dos, cuatro, tres, cinco, seis. Ichi, ni, san, chi, yon. Wait, oh, never mind. Ichi, ni, san, yon. The fifth one. Why is it so hard to remember the fifth one of every...
5 is just go.
Oh yeah, go. I also have trouble with Cinco. That's why I'm mad.
How? Cinco, but Cinco's so iconic.
I don't know. You'd think Seis and Siete are easier to mess up because they're closer, but no.
They are
Cinco.
easier to mess up, and 60 and 70 are the same way.
There's a whole holiday about Cinco.
El Cinco de Mayo.
Yep.
Alright.
Oh boy, are you guys ready for another weird, unsure? Are we investigating again? Because if we are, I'm gonna be pissed.
No, we're still in the trial. Remember we did the video analysis at the end of the last one?
The video is
thank
practically an investigation.
Might as well have been.
It's a little better, but...
Yeah, it was kind
Yeah.
of weird. I don't remember how specific you had to be, but in any case, it was just a little tricky.
A little silly.
Spent a long time on it, so yeah.
We get a little silly here in
Valid
the Empire
stream
Skin.
title.
Yeah,
I hope you know, CD, that was something that I just farted out because none of us had any ideas.
The One Piece box set is only $150.
I'm
Which
pretty
is
sure
not
how
it's
many volumes?
It's the first, like, hold on. I'm gonna click on it real quick.
Pumpkin will
I think
like
it's
that
like-
stream title even more.
It's the first 1 through 23 books.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's
It's
pretty
good. All the way up to
Usually
Alabasta.
it's 240 or something. But it can get
Oh,
lower,
last,
so don't strike now if you're
what?
looking for
Can
something.
it?
It can. It did once. It was like $80.
I got mine
and
for
I missed
130.
it. Yeah,
Oh,
that
I
is the
see.
mark to beat if you're trying to get it.
if you're holding out like
Oh,
some sort
bad
of Warhammer
Wi-Fi.
thing.
This is a
Wait, okay,
certified
question.
CD
Have they
version
made a
CD.
Miku manga yet?
Probably,
Hatsune Miku
but I doubt
manga?
it's like a series.
There
like a
is
quick
some
Miku
series
one-shot.
involving Vocaloid girls, but I think it's an anime. I don't know if it's a manga.
Oh.
That reminds me of the Miku with like a leak clip.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think that's literally what it is. I think.
Oh,
is where that
that's a. I thought it was just a cameo in some other show. Is that like actually Vocaloid theme?
I don't know. The characters all seem so wacky and weird to look at that I just sort of assumed that it was like a Vocaloid thing. Otherwise, why else would Miku be there?
I don't
Miku
know.
cameo. I mean, it's not like a horrible idea, but like it just
Miku
seems
cameo.
very strange.
Did all of
Miku
them use the
cameo.
More
Vocaloids
CDs
to
than
talk?
that.
If so,
Probably.
that is so smart.
I mean, I wonder if the Hatsune Miku Vocaloid thing is actually like I don't know how it's made.
How it's
I mean, I
made.
assume they use someone's voice and then they vocode
Yeah,
it
they have
to,
'em
with certain notes or
sing-
something.
a whole bunch of like vowels and stuff at different lengths, and that's as far as I know. Beyond that, it's
Yeah.
practically magic.
If you've used it, you own it.
I know. Well, okay. Look, I know how the finished product. Like,
Mhm.
I sort of know how that works, but like how they actually made the plugin, like that's a good question.
Ah, yeah.
I
It's
am
cool,
still
though.
lost as hell.
Basically, take it's
No, not that. That's not what I'm lost in.
never mind.
I'm still looking for the damn
Well,
teleporter.
in I was gonna say.
Yeah, I went ahead and preemptively marked off someone's busy with anything else because I think half the Empire's gang is playing another game right
What the-
now.
Oh, let me
What the
look at my Steam library.
I just went. What is happening? There's like a tree, but it's not a real tree. What the hell?
Is it a fake plastic
Blow it up.
tree?
I think it must be like some sort of outside of the map texture that I just sort of came up on because I got super good mobility. I got like a double jump ability.
Oh.
I'm sad. CD's Wi-Fi was probably too bad for him to hear that reference I just made.
What'd you say?
I said fake plastic. Is it a fake plastic tree?
Not
The
right
dead
now.
fucking silence. All right.
Fake
Dead
plastic tree.
plastic tree.
It's a Radiohead song.
Oh.
Oh, that is
Apologies.
such a Radiohead title.
Fair enough, I guess.
I have only
God
listened
damn
to
it,
like
CD! I made such an epic Radiohead reference, and you weren't even there. Marok said something about a tree, and I was like, a fake plastic tree? And then, yeah, that was it.
Where were
We're so honored.
Where were you?
we're gaming.
Lying on the floor.
Oh my god, I love that.
Is that
song.
Radiohead?
No, that's the
I don't know.
Fray. Wait. Yeah, I think it's the Fray. Where were you? Where were you? Lost in insecurity. Yeah. Pretty sure that's the Fray. I can't remember what the song is called, but I think that's the Fray. Oh, I found God on the foot of wrist and I'm a stud.
Everybody's here, city's here, let's get going.
Yes, let's. My attention span is waning by the day, you know.
No, it actually did, like it was it did not even it didn't stick out that much. I didn't think at the very least. It actually was whatever. Let's just start the game.
What are you arguing about?
Whatever. I don't care. Can my screen capture software work, please? All right, there we go.
Phoenix Wright Gaming.
I guess what I was getting at, it
What's-
wasn't necessarily a forced reference. It actually had some bearing.
Oh my
to
god.
the
Okay.
conversation.
Everyone here knows, right, that the next Stardew Valley update comes out 2 Mondays from
Soon.
now.
Yeah, no clue what's in it. They won't say what, but
I frickin' like I'm still hyped for Deltarune Chapter 3 and Animal Crossing the next one, but this is next in line. Like
Is
frickin' oh my
Delta Chapter
god.
3 coming out soon?
No.
the whole thing, the rest of
I
it's
feel
coming
like
out
hype
on
has I feel like hype
Ooh.
has a certain amount of like recency and relevancy to it.
No, I can always be hyped.
Okay, fair enough, but the hype is less immediate.
But Silksong's never coming out, and that's hype.
True. Or 5 whole years.
cries in Hollow Knight fan.
Why? Why, Team Cherry? Why? What have we done to deserve this?
Still wasn't as bad as the Tsukihime remake. Wait.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
It hurts
I was
more
gonna make an
somehow.
argument against it, but that game took like what? When did it come out? The Tsukihime remake?
2021 I think was its release date, and it was announced
So
back in 2008.
So it took 21 years between the original Tsukihime and the remake, and then
And the remake isn't
It's
the
not
whole
finished.
remake. I mean, it's not
Yeah,
even
it's
the
not
remake
done.
didn't even finish it. They split the remake into 2 parts.
oh wow, what a shame.
It's still better than Yandere Simulator, which won't ever come out.
But was anyone like still excited for it?
No, I'm just making the joke.
Yes.
I remember
God.
Giguk using footage from Yandere Simulator back in like 2016 for like an anime retrospective video, like the beta.
I mean, to be fair, it always kind of looked like it was in beta. It really did not improve graphically during the times it was in development.
No.
What happened to the production? It just stopped.
Uh-oh. I don't have the best handle on the situation. Leo, you sounded like you knew a bit more. Do you want to explain this?
What?
We don't exactly know why he's not making progress, but we also know that, first off, he's not a very good coder to begin with, and second off, the fact that he has been making so little progress has basically snowballed because now he's trying to use like a version of the software that's really out of date basically and doesn't have a lot of the more recent like improvements to the process. Really sad that Yandere Simulator of all things was my first introduction to Japanese media back in 2016.
No.
Oh boy.
You should have started with like, I don't know, My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
That was solid.
I'm gonna say something.
Yeah, it was. It was. I will still stand by the fact that early MHA was really good. Whatever has happened since then.
That You Say Run was really cool.
Oh my god.
Dude, first season of My Hero Academia was peak. It had like an interesting concept. It had like likable characters and motivations. And then, you know, it didn't like stop it. It just sort of stopped having that same sparkle to its eyes.
Yeah,
I think it kept through season 2. I'd say
the first half of season 3. I'd say everything up to Forest arc is like actually fucking gas.
I think they did a great job all the way through the first arc of season 3, and then I dropped halfway through the second arc of season 3 just because I got kind of bored and couldn't keep up with it weekly, and it just all snowballed from there, and I never really got back into it.
And now Deku's depressed.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
The natural cycle of
his depression arc.
heroism.
He's in his depression era.
He's listening to Radiohead now.
Why is there no music happening right now?
Because we're in a court scene.
Yeah, because we just finished. We just made our
presenting
big
the
reveal,
right
basically.
evidence. Yeah, we made the right
our big reveal, and the music.
Can we
cuts
move
out
on like at least one line? That way, there's like some ambience.
All right, Priest, take it away.
Priest fell asleep.
Fine. I said this last week, I think.
You're just not gonna say it?
I already did.
This week?
Dude, my talent. You're gonna have to pay me double if you want me to say it twice.
I'm not paying.
paid?
Double 0 is still 0.
It's about
You're getting paid.
I'll give you a quarter next time I see you.
I'm losing money on this.
I will take a quarter line.
Wait, how are you losing money? Just like the cost of the game?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Plus, every so often, I'll make an equipment upgrade or something like that.
I mean, it's kind of weird to think about it like that, just because, you know.
Some of it is like you may have bought and played the game on your own, and then it's just entertainment.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just making the joke because technically speaking, there is money that has gone into this, and there is no money that has come back out.
Non-technically speaking,
it's all right, Leo.
It's hard. It's hard.
When I graduate, I'll set you up with some W-2s, and then you can write off everything as a tax expense. And then we'll
amazing. All right, let's go.
Profits 0, expenses all of them.
Yes.
We're not making money, but we do have expenses.
They can't tax your income if you don't, have any.
Mm-hmm.
Officer Meekins.
All right.
Oh shoot. Sir, do you mean this, sir?
As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this.
Why is this the music that's playing in the background?
Don't worry, Leo. When you become affiliate, you're gonna do 14 gifted subs for the Social Security reveal. All right, great.
Oh no.
I've always liked that the Social Security reveal is in the Katoi Shoujo font.
Wait.
I'm pretty sure it is.
The Social Security number is in the Katoi Shoujo font?
Yeah.
No, Leo's sub-goal thing, not his actual Social Security number.
Okay, yeah.
No, the government contacted the guys who made the game and were like, we don't care about the game, that font, man.
It's like, that's a sick font, bro. Can we take that?
Katoi Shoujo uses...
I have it downloaded, let me check.
The name is really weird. You don't have to say it out loud.
Playtime with
Hold up,
hot
guys. Let me open the
toddies?
loser
Yeah,
folder.
that is it.
Yeah, playtime with hot toddies.
What the fuck?
I'm
Who named
sorry?
that?
That's the name of the font.
We're
One's in
upgrading.
bold.
I'll put it in. I'll put it in my instant general.
All right, we're gonna change the least favorite character in that font and name it something different.
I spelled it wrong. There we go. Just fucking gumshoe.
When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released.
According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir.
If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture.
It's gonna make us pan the whole way. The light's already
10 seconds of just torture. They're making us rewatch the whole fucking video.
Yep.
So you guys do anything fun over the weekend?
No.
I saw Doom
I mean-
Part 2.
You did? Thoughts?
The less I say, the better. It is a must-see movie that will continue to persist through our generation. Make sure you
Wait,
stop
for
at
real?
one. I would
Oh my
argue
God.
it's. I would argue it'll be this generation's Star Wars, and I will say nothing more than that.
Really?
For real?
Wow.
For real?
For real?
The first time
Anyways,
a book gets a movie adaptation that becomes a series. Good for them.
When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker. Let's rewind. Let's rewind to a little earlier.
Do we have to?
oh no!
This is torture.
They're padding for time.
Apparently,
They
I
don't
don't know
need
how
to.
They do
This is the longest trial in the game.
Here.
In the
Yeah.
first game, at the very least.
Well, to be fair, I think it came out as a standalone, probably,
It was just
since
added
it's separate
for
from the
a port or
original
something.
game.
Yeah.
That doesn't stop it from being longer than any other trial in the first game, but
No, that's exactly what I mean. I think that's why it's longer than any trial in the first game, because it came out on its own.
fair enough.
Yeah, it's meant to be bonus content separate from. Anyways. Parisi.
I said
Freeze.
this.
What's this? It's already lit, fam.
Oh, thank God the music's gone.
I don't know what to say. Precisely my point, Your Honor.
Good one.
It's
Stevie.
lit AF.
The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle.
Why did he make a chicken noise?
He did make a chicken.
Order.
Totally
What's the meaning of
right.
this?
Very simple, Your Honor.
It is?
The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime.
But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered. And the locker is automatically locked.
Oh! No, I actually genuinely know why. You remember how we saw the glove fall out?
Oh, yeah.
He's in the way.
The glove was there to block the sensor.
Oh, I know. It must have been broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this.
That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction.
Oh well, just goes to show novices should keep their mouth shut. So then, Mr. Wright, on the topic of novices keeping their mouth shut, do you have an explanation?
Me, Your Honor?
I got always sound
Sorry,
so
Luke.
surprised.
Yes. Why wasn't the locker locked? Could it have been unlocked?
Was it me, Your Honor?
Me, Your Honor?
Who the fuck else?
You see, this isn't my specialty.
There's Gumshoe.
What do you think, little girl?
Huh? Oh, maybe something like jam the system sensor?
Something jammed the sensor. Say.
Do you guys remember when I
glove.
whatever. Pointed out the glove?
What?
The glove.
Precognition.
There's something else that seems out of place here.
Oh, no, I have to do it again.
The whole video's out of place.
Why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
My bad. Yeah, I thought so too. I somehow saw the like tape pop up and was like, okay, it's not my line. There's got to be another clue somewhere in this footage.
I guess it's hard.
Very well. Let's inspect the video once more with feeling.
Fuck off.
The locker was a lock. What? Oh shit. Can we fast forward, please?
Yeah, there's.
I beg you.
Fuck. How do I do this? Guys, I genuinely don't
Rewind
know.
with
There are
J and then
buttons.
backspace to pause.
Pause.
Pause. Alright. And then we
Whoops,
can
you
go-
Bam.
Oh my god, it's a glove.
Here.
Sure, why not?
This song rules. Nice.
This
It
is
gives
the
me
second
some
stream
Town
we
of
listened to it.
And it gets even better with every repetition. No, fuck off. No, go hold it back. Present.
Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier.
You're not gonna make us listen to the music again, are you? Oh, thank God. They actually didn't. I was.
And
fully
it's gonna
expecting
be
them to.
dead silent the whole time.
No fast forward. Maybe hold the fast forward button anyways and see what happens.
It's not working, guys.
Nothing, otherwise it'll feel better.
There. As you can see, he puts his head into the microwave.
What's this?
What? Oh no.
He's
I
watching
put
marshmallows
the packet
expand.
on the glass.
What glass?
Which glass? The glass? What is
Something
wrong?
white just fell out of the locker.
Was it
I
sticky?
closed the door.
No.
Which door? The door to the microwave.
A little glass dish in the microwave. Oh no! Oh no, that's not catching on at all. Is the things fall out when doors are open?
There you go.
Like things in the pantry. I often fall and roll and die.
We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with.
What do you mean?
The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say,
Inserted.
in your mother? Between
Oh.
the and the door.
All right.
I should have been ready, but I wasn't.
In.
Okay, this is precognition.
Inserted.
I'm just gonna mark off precognition at this point.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Why?
Get ready, guys. It's going all the way. I Google Chrome tab.
Do you remember the? Did anyone else listen to the Jacksepticeye song all the way?
I mean, I think I might have heard it. I don't think I ever sat down and listened to it.
Oh.
Why do you ask?
Well, you see, the people who made that went on to do music for Markiplier, and it's good.
Mm.
That's
You
all.
should put a link to something.
Apparently, CD likes that
Oh, I
song.
will. Yay! Someone knows.
This white thing wasn't inside the locker.
Why did you? No.
So many options. What to say? It was stuck between the door and the sensor.
Oh
Just like-
my
Never mind.
god! Whiskers.
Oh no. Stand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir.
I don't know how you managed that.
Instead of the door, it chokes me.
But the object would
I'm
have to be
emotionally
extremely thin
damaged.
to it. What?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, that's just a lot to unpack. But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door.
I'm
Almost like a
doing my
glove.
best.
Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. That depends on the mechanism.
What if it's latex?
It would need to be an insulator.
Latex. Yes, an insulator. But at the crime scene.
There just might have been something that fits that description.
Okay.
I think I
I
finally
did
got
not move it
figured out.
forward.
There was a line, I didn't see it.
I
Oopsies.
don't... Whatever.
Whack.
Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? Or die. What was the insulator that was stuck in the locker door? Was it the glove? Was it the glove? Or was it the glove? Or was it the luminol?
The luminol.
Oh yeah! Anyways.
Alright, real quick. I need help because I've been naming playlists after food. What's like a goofy, silly food?
Scallop.
Papaya.
Angel food cake.
Oh. I might name
Grape.
it cake. Grape.
Grape.
CD suggests pineapple.
Pineapple's not a goofy,
Ooh,
silly
crap.
food. It's a perfectly adequate food of very
I'm
delicious
combining the two. It's
cooked-
getting named pineapple upside down cake.
I would argue that pineapple is very goofy, silly. It's still a good fruit. But I mean, look at it. It's spiky. It's got hair.
It's
It's
I
got
want
some
it to be
pizzazz.
just a little. I want it to be a little bit full of itself.
upside down
So I
pineapple
think
cake.
pineapple. Yeah, I think that works.
Alright.
Freeze.
I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove.
But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker.
No, don't play the tape again.
It has a tag that says SL9 incident.
Holy shit!
Oh.
The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker.
Alright, careful there.
Guilty.
He just
This is
incriminated
some
himself.
dang-
This is
Horned
some
melon.
dank on Rom
Interesting,
shit.
Chrome.
It is. But it's moving at half the speed.
Was actually not the man. And he didn't open the locker because the locker was already opened. And he was already dead.
And it wasn't midnight, it was
Yeah.
yesterday.
And it was me!
What?
I mean, I'm sorry, I just got... The hype is... It was too much. Is this not so, Officer Meekins? It would have been so sad!
Why does he have a handcuff wrapped around his
Alright,
weird choker
Meekin's
thing?
lines very frequently
He
move
can arrest
on
someone
without-
on the spot.
It doesn't on the locker, but it does
I don't-
on the judge's forehead.
Dude, I want Officer Meekins to be like a SEAL Team 6 sniper. I think you'll have that hidden lore. somewhere.
Cold stoned killer.
Yeah, just brutal. He's got 300 to his name.
So we are to believe, then, that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Saul Goodman?
Do not be misled, Your Honor.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this.
Freeze.
What? Oh, it didn't pick up.
Officer Meekins,
Good.
please testify about this.
Stupid looking bastard.
Sir, please, sir. I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. I'm legitimately not. I was not paying attention. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir.
Is this a joke?
Is this some sort of game to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very well. Begin your testimony.
Yeah, Phoenix looks at the
Mystery
camera.
man.
Yes.
It's just a joke. Wait, it's not coming through. There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card.
Okay.
That doesn't prove shit.
That's so not helpful.
An ID card record. I see.
I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor.
Yeah, so does everyone, apparently.
The ID card used at 5:14 is that of the victim.
And he
Just
never
before
got
the
out.
crime. Yes, without a doubt, we seized the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room?
This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases.
Special cases?
Extremely violent cases involving police staff.
There's that many cases? Who wants to work here?
Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end.
Me too. Although I don't care.
There were only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleaned up by noon.
Right, I see. Now, let us move on to the cross-examination.
Mystery man.
Hey, Squiddler.
I'm not saying that again.
Press.
So, unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you?
Yes, sir. Solid as stone, sir. Maybe even cobblestone. My hand wasn't wrapped in bandages. I didn't even get the feedback victory sign, sir.
You have a second hand. Oh.
Precognition again. Okay,
My bad.
you're good.
Couldn't he just use his right hand for that?
You're so smart this time, Emma. I said it first, so smart.
Let's hear him out fully. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second.
I
It's
think
like a
that's
cornered
part of the
animal.
problem.
I don't think we got to press on this, but may as well.
Oh,
Is that
what were
card
you gonna
hanging from your
present on?
neck? One of those.
No, that's
IQ
not what I
cards?
Don't
Are
worry
we
about it.
winning? I guess.
Yes.
No. We lost.
You stay winning.
Long
That Buyer's
ago.
Gang stays winning.
We are falling. To hide the tragedy,
We are falling. Bum, ba, da, ba, 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 ba.
guys, we are gaming.
I'm something of a gamer myself.
Wait, did you say the line, please?
Yeah. Jake from State Farm can dunk.
Scott, right next to my cuffs, sir. Would you like to try on my cuffs? I keep it here so I won't ever forget it.
Well, with the power of save scumming, anything is possible. Now you get it, Squiddler.
But what if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that?
Well, shit, I didn't think of that. Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Oh, wait, that's my line still. Said 2 out of 3 times my dog gets stuck when I get out of the car. Well, the remaining time it's my ID card that gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me.
Maybe I should just leave this one alone.
At any rate, each police officer has only one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this.
Indubitably. Please proceed with your testimony.
What? Oh, wait.
Let it be noted that this is the record the witness referred to.
Let me see. Yes, that would be it. Detective Goodman.
What's the matter?
According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here.
The plot thickens.
So it is, Your Honor.
Is that the holy number, the
Is he
777?
permanently standing, like, slightly to the right?
Hey, maybe he's blind as being a prosecutor. He can hide the evidence.
Why is someone's child at...
You've got the wrong color, kid.
It would seem that there's a lot of stupid people in the court today. The inquiry committee will...
Some idiots, a lot of doo-doo heads, a whole bunch of numbskulls, a gaggle of fools.
A lot of stinky, smelly poo-poo heads. The inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today.
I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination.
I think that's...
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. It must be so difficult for him.
You know, being so guilty all the time.
Yeah. Killing all those people. Even his dad.
Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you.
Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card, sir.
Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife.
He just panicked. He panicked all the time.
Nobody stabs in panic. Everything stems from contradiction.
Squidler, that is...
Let's point them out.
Wow. Oh boy. Moving on.
Mr. Wright, what do you think?
I usually ask you that. I'm confused.
What?
Really, it's quite simple. The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this.
It's perhaps just a little bit far, Squidler.
You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show him what we've got.
What do we have?
I could do the robot, I could do the worm.
No.
What moves, Maya? What do I show him?
Maya.
Yo, Ma.
Emma. I'm sorry.
How
Emma.
dare you speak her... How dare you utter her name with this imposter?
I'm sorry.
Good.
Yeah, who put in 777777?
I don't know.
I bet that's gone.
Shit. I guess we just start presenting things.
Alright.
Oh, wait. What about the thing... What about how... Wasn't, like, Marshall... Didn't he, like, fuck off? Wouldn't that allow someone to get in?
There is this,
You alright?
I'm just going through it.
Yo, Merrick.
What's up?
I mean...
Well, there's the evidence. There's the reason why Edgeworth was in there.
Seems like we don't know what's going on.
There's one other
Okay,
thing
fuck
that
it, I'll
proves
just
this
I'll look it
man
up.
Was Detective Goodman. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his ID card. Here?
Where are we at, Leo?
I don't know.
Like, what day?
3?
Yo, just... Can you open up options for me, please? Okay, trial former, thank you. Boom, 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 boom.
Are we just
boom,
being dumb?
Boom, 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 boom. I'm looking. Boom.
And is that picture of Rin in the game, or is that like China?
Fan art. Just really good fan art.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck? Go to... What is Goodman's lost item report?
His shoe?
Like, what is it?
Someone else's.
Huh? How is this relevant?
What?
Lost his ID?
Lost the
I
plot, more
guess.
like.
Oh, because he lost his ID, someone could steal it, maybe?
That's so dumb. There's nothing fucking, like, at all indicating that that would be what's happening here.
What do I need to...
What the...
Like
What?
here?
Present it. Yeah.
It could be
I
that
don't
it's,
get that at all.
it could be that what makes it guilty is the fact that it's trying to throw us onto Edgeworth's case, even though Edgeworth is innocent.
I don't know, man. Just
Yeah.
present that to, at the time of the crime, the detective has used his card.
Oh,
I don't
see you
know
later, CD.
how that's gonna...
Okay, sounds good. Hold on. See you later, Squiddler, and I am so hyped that you liked those two songs, CD. Genuinely hyped. So...
I don't know, dude.
Alright. Yeah.
Wait one moment, Officer Meekins.
Whiskers?
Oh no. I'm not
Officer
good at
Meekins.
waiting, sir. I'm paying attention, sir.
I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene.
That makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card.
Excuse me, I got just so tired listening to all this gobbledygook. A lost item report. It's only half completed.
But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something
purity?
important enough to fill out this report.
Let me guess. You believe there's something to be his ID card, right?
I can't say for sure, but there's a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card.
Order, order. So now, what does this all mean?
It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought.
Are you sure?
The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card.
And his clothes.
So I'm gonna assume that was, what's his face?
Order, order,
Cowboy.
order.
Marshall.
Thank you.
Does the prosecution have a response? One that isn't silly stupid.
I've only one thing to say to the defense.
Oh. What's that?
Bravo, Mr. Wright.
Oh, I usually have no idea how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thank you so much.
Ah, you know, carrot in the stick.
What do you mean? What is that? What does that phrase mean?
Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright?
Yeah. What's he up to?
Oh,
gonna
I'm
make it
cooking.
really stupid. No.
Well, I'm
Cook
cooking
me.
on.
That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also a fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder.
No shit. It, turns to the left. Oh, that chick, that one.
Is
What?
something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing your finger around.
This isn't gonna end well.
Well, well. It seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove.
Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth.
The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime.
Oh.
Yeah, no shit. Fucking Jesus Christ. Are we here? Are we all hearing the same thing?
So the real crime could only take place at one location. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon.
It is the craziest crackpot bullshit theory I've ever heard.
I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning.
The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman.
Just so, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something, or else Lana.
Wait. The video is fake?
No.
No, not the video.
The murder.
The murder being depicted in the video is fake. Like, he didn't die in that instance. Because it wasn't Bruce Goodman.
Oh, the video of Meekins getting stabbed?
Yes.
Yeah. He doesn't show up again, and you assume he's dead, Bruce. But he's not.
Well, you don't assume he's dead because he just disappeared.
Well, everyone else assumed.
Yeah, because they're all stupid. They're drinking lead in their tap water.
Yep.
That's the second time I've heard a lead joke today. A lead in the tap water joke. And the first time I was the one making it, so...
If you guys are drinking tap water, I must be drinking out of the river. I'm so confused.
I gotta hurt him, man.
How am I gonna get myself out of this mess?
Object. Never not object.
Except for that one time that we didn't have to object.
This never not works. One moment, Your Honor.
What now, Mr. Wright?
It never
Don't tell
worked.
me you're objecting to what you've just proven.
Of course not. But I am also walked right into the prosecution's trap.
What?
What are you talking about?
This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. Yeah. No, it didn't. You're right about that. This fucking badger.
Why does he have a donut?
Honestly, it's less the badger and
Oh, it's the
more
megaphone.
so the fact that the fucking camera can only...
Who designs a camera like that? Fire that security system engineer. However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. The handprint. Specifically, large amounts of were found in the evidence room. What? What'd you realize?
The blood finally connected back.
Yeah.
Ah. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. No. Is this... Are we leaving the courtroom?
Maybe not, maybe so. We
No,
have to
no,
continue
not yet.
anyways.
No, there's a
Mr.
whole second
Roscoe.
half to the courtroom sequence today. Just so
Oh.
you guys know, here's the structure for the rest of this case. We are in trial former of day 3. Then there's trial latter of day 3. Then there's an investigation at the end of day 3. Then there are 3 separate trial segments on day 4.
God damn.
The only
We
thing
are,
getting me through this,
and I cannot stress this enough, not even halfway through this trial.
Wait, what? I mean, we've gone through 2 days and some of day 3, so I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, but day 4 is the longest, has the most. I guess it doesn't have the most segments. I was going specifically by segments, because
God damn it.
Day 1 and 2 had less segments than day.
Segments
3 and
aren't
4.
all equal in length, mind you.
What is this Heavensfield bullshit?
Yeah,
You
let's
know,
just continue.
fair enough, but I'd say at best we're like 2/3 of the way through the trial.
the thought of Macbeth will pull us through. Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes, Your Honor.
if this court were to further examine this further, other witnesses would be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident.
This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand.
Mr. Wright, do you mean Chuck Norris?
No, and get out of my head. Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness.
Oh? Whom do you have in mind?
Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room.
The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply.
The Blue Badger.
Very well then. Mr. Anderson, this person whom you would have testify, what is his or her name? Or their name?
Jake Marshall. Wait, we can see their ages. 65, 22, 33, 36, 30, 29, 16, and 31. Anyways, it's this guy.
Hold on, I think the most confusing part of this is that Lana and whatever the other one's name is have a 13-year age gap between them.
Yeah, I know multiple people like that.
Really? I
Surprisingly
feel like
common.
it's more uncommon.
I mean, yeah, it's
I
not
know
like
at
super
least
common,
one.
but it's not
I
rare.
know some, but that's because that family is huge.
Anyways, this one.
Anyway, yes.
Officer Jake Marshall.
Why him?
I can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say.
The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear him testify. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare.
Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time?
We will, Your Honor.
Court is now in recess. Everyone, go grab your juice boxes and your chalky milks. Oh, God damn it.
My mom packed Gushers today, Your Honor.
Ooh, I have Lunchables.
Oh, dude, can we trade? I want that fruit
Wait until you see my M&Ms.
root stick.
Fruit by the foot?
Airheads. I was thinking of Airheads.
Airheads. I don't remember that Lunchable.
They it's just
February
it's just
24th,
taffy.
32 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Of course, Edgeworth has caviar.
There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright?
Caviar is too pedestrian for me. I have
Pedestrian,
seared,
damn.
you peasant.
That fish has been extinct for 30 years. How'd you get that?
I am, of course, having coelacanth meat.
Huh? Whatever you do, you mean?
You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out.
I haven't figured anything out.
She's in on it too. It's just one big elaborate setup, and everyone knows but Phoenix.
We're just being spun for a fool.
That's genuinely what it feels like. It feels like everyone but Phoenix, and maybe Officer Meekins knows the truth.
Mom, you're the one who knows everything.
Emma.
You always know everything. Why don't you just fucking tell us? You have no idea how badly we want to move on from this. Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you.
I don't recall ever asking for his protection.
How can you be so cold?
Because I have killed people.
Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me?
No. ...
I am building your defense out of sticks and stones here. I would like a little help.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
Maybe
He's
just like
building the defense on pillars of salt and sand.
Maybe just a high five for morale. That'd be nice.
Dot.
Did anybody get the reference I just made?
Pillars of sand?
Pillars of salt and sand.
Sounded just like an expression. Is it a reference to something?
I was
Viva la vida!
Yeah, alright. Someone got the reference. It's a Coldplay song called Viva la Vida. Yes, it was the Coldplay song.
Oh.
More famously known for the Minecraft remix. I forgot what it's called. Fallen Kingdom.
I actually
Hey,
have
that's
heard that
how
song.
you
I just-
learned how that fell as a kid. You watch that and you're like, I get the song now. It's
I
hours
knew
now.
the song before the remake.
Same.
No.
Okay, sorry.
I promise I did, but my delay was really bad. Rip CD's internet.
Oh, I guess I am. I'll come back later.
Run.
It looks
I'm gonna see if I.
Wait, Detective Gumshoe, you're my rock. What is it?
Oh, well, you're my stone, baby. You got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run around while on duty. And to top it all off, you call me here? I've seen people happier at funerals.
Sorry, detective.
You better be, pal. Hey. I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Skye.
That is okay. So, have you asked?
You mean this, right?
Can you stop slapping that dinner bell? My apologies, detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request.
My name. Penis Wright. My name.
Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked. Could I bother you to bring me some SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy.
The SL9 incident?
But Lana, that's...
I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them.
Yes, I will read all of them in the probably like 15 minutes now before the trial whatever.
I believe in you.
I'm illiterate.
Shit.
Can't believe you, the chief prosecutor, were a witness in a case.
Actually, hold on. I know this is kind of irrelevant, but I want to check how old Edgeworth is. 24. How long ago was this supposed to be?
Huh?
What?
How long ago was the SL9 incident supposed to be?
Back
2
when
years
we
ago?
did?
2 years?
2 years.
Okay. So he would have been 22? I guess that time frame makes sense.
For what?
Just how, like, Miles Edgeworth is quite young. That's all I'm getting at.
Yes. So is Phoenix. I think they're the same age.
Couple of
And if we're talking like how long it would take for someone to get through law school, he would basically be fresh out. I think it's a 6-year degree. It's like a master's. So,
yeah, but he did the trial when he was 22, right?
Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. Like he would be literally fresh out today if he's 24. So he must have done it fast.
He must have been the speediest boy of all time. I guess it's possible. He just must have been moving really fast.
Miss Skye was a witness?
No. SL6 incident files received from Lana Skye.
Joe
The Joe
Dark.
Dark killings.
Baby.
Joe Dark.
I want to meet that badass.
Who is Joe?
Mama?
All right.
Take it from me. You don't want anything to do with serial murders. Oh, what? Now that I brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me?
Emma, but why? Why is your name in here?
What? My name's in there. I don't know. Unless... No, couldn't be. Lana, this SL9 incident, is that...
Yes, your quinceañera. That's the classification number the police filed is under.
Oh,
2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark Killings.
Dark with an E? The Joe Dark. No, Lana. That's over with.
That's right. The man who killed our parents.
Oh.
Emma, wait! She ran away.
You know what? I just remember that. I gotta bounce. I got an oven to water. Sorry, pal. I gotta get out of here.
I got some creme brulee in the oven. The water bath is about to dry up.
I'm holding on to one. I've got an oven to water.
I got a fire to put out in my apartment. It's really up in flames right now.
I smell smoke somewhere. I gotta go.
I got cats to throw in trees.
You know,
Intro.
Miss Holly's cat usually gets stuck in a tree around this time, and I gotta bounce.
Angel Star, Damon Gaunt, Miles Edgeworth.
Is
Not
this
to
Super
mention
Smash
Ron
Bros?
and
Because everyone is here.
Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't just be a coincidence.
Almost like the freaking DL6 incident from last time.
No, it couldn't be.
No.
Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck.
I'd better take a good look at this file.
File?
Are we gonna
File
do that
singular.
now?
Just one really, really big file.
That's a
That
huge
manila
file.
folder is stretched.
There we go.
February 24th, 12:14 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9.
No one else is here.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye.
Emma didn't come back.
Sweet.
Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime.
Can y'all hear?
What the fuck happened to
Maybe.
you?
My PC just shit the bed, and it
Oh,
booted me out
no.
of the call, and I'm like on a black screen now. I'm trying to figure out what's happening.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Well, Emma is gone,
All right.
thankfully, so you don't gotta worry
Slight
about
break.
voicing anyone for a second, but
That's good.
I think he's just gonna go do it himself, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and figure out what's wrong with my PC. but I'm in call listening.
Yeah, be
Right.
careful. Oh no.
Caprici's playing Shell Shock Live.
What? That'd be crazy. I'm not. I wouldn't.
I would never.
Would this please state your name and occupation?
So you wanna be a cowboy, baby? Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a man. Same as you, wandering the trails of civilization.
That's right, CD rare footage. Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get it.
Oh, I know. You're a patrolman. As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out.
To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor.
Howling wind? I've never heard Edgeworth described that way before.
Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the... Oh boy. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place. Is this correct?
According to the papers, partner. What do you mean? A desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up. Maybe it's best we get on with this quickly.
Agreed.
Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. In plain old English. Day of the crime. My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. Orchard. I don't know. They said I was supposed to make my rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room is protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at the street side saloon at the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time to hit the trail.
What?
That did not help.
I can't say I particularly care for your attitude.
I feel like you should be fired.
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems?
I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a catbook like you knows about those.
Yeah, well, about the fingerprint activated locks on the evidence lockers.
Fingerprint activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those?
He's not being very helpful.
He's not that good with machines. Or following orders.
Exactamundo, Fonzie. Everyone's got their weaknesses, now don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? This one seems like trouble. Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours. Poke him, prod him, eat him, do whatever you like.
I'll eat him. That sounds good. Yum yum.
And,
I love Western.
anyway, I think we know what to do with this one at the very least. Fingerprints.
3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at the street side saloon at the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you have ammo. Maybe this one?
Yeah, probably. That makes sense.
And then, what specifically do we wanna...
The handprint.
Okay. Why do I... Alright. Okay, cool. I was real worried for a second they were gonna make us go through a whole rigmarole.
Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this?
Doubt.
After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime.
And yet you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner, before I put a hole in between your eyes.
Quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene. Or, to be exact, a handprint.
Huh. Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects, that is, make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there.
I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood.
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Your blood-stained fingerprints were at the crime scene?
blood was wiped away. However, a luminal test clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall. ...
It seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders.
I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall?
Explanation? I don't need no damn explanation. About the blood-stained fingerprints?
We all bleed, don't we?
Very well. You may begin your testimony about your fingerprints. Found at the scene of the crime. Blood-stained fingerprints.
Alright, zoom.
Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstained handprint. Duh. The murderer touched to the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. The bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See, I had nothing to do with it. It's got a lot of bullshit.
No.
The witness's explanation appears valid to chimpanzees, although there's room for doubt. Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner. The defense may now cross-examine the witness with great, extreme prejudice.
This guy's hiding something. I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it.
Alright. Bloodstained fingerprints.
Boom, 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 boom.
What do we got?
Probably compare the fingerprints to like another set of fingerprints.
Check. Backspace. We presented that. There doesn't seem to be any more scene of the stabbing. Maybe this one, because there's two sets of handprints. I'm not 100% sure though. Fingerprinting set, ID card, luminol testing fluid. I guess I'll start by pressing, because I can't see anything immediately obvious.
Priest has died.
No, Breezy.
Where did Priest go?
He has left us for dead. He's a filthy traitor. I guess in the meantime, I'll play some Slay the Spire. Because I lost that ran. Actually, I didn't really lose it. I just gave up because I couldn't find it, and I was in Phoenix.
Understandable, honestly.
Bow, 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 bow. Okay. Maybe his internet also went out.
He's muted, so maybe he's just busy, or he might have ran to grab something.
That is also fair.
We'll see in due time. In the meantime, who wants to play chess?
What?
Over the internet.
What?
So I will call out a piece and a position, and then we'll try to play. On to.
I feel like there must be better ways of going about that, but whatever.
I mean, honest, I don't even know how a chessboard looks like. All I remember is like
What?
Ron and Harry Potter going pawn to e5.
Wait, what do you mean you don't know what a chessboard looks like?
Well, I know what it looks like, but it's like there's like it's two grids and it's like A through F and like
Yeah, it's a
1 through
checkerboard.
8. Yeah, but I don't know
Which axis
how
is
the
which,
numbers
I guess.
work. I don't know how the numbers work. That's the real problem.
It's fucking. It's like 8 by 8, right?
Yeah,
so
but which
you just
axis
go-
are the numbers on and which axis are the letters on?
Personally, I believe that always the number should be on the top and the letter should be on the side.
So it's like A, B, C, and the king is on B, or C, or no, D. Or
we'll
maybe
get there
E.
eventually.
Boom, 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 boom.
Y'all want to beat up Lethal Company?
Oh, boot up. I heard you say beat
I
up.
said
And I was
it
like,
wrong.
what?
I did
Beat
say
up.
beat up. That's my bad.
Let's do it.
I would love to beat up Lethal Company.
For its crimes against humanity.
True.
Precy, where did you go?
He's abandoned us. that
Minesweeper
whore.
sesh? Do I have Minesweeper on here? Let's see.
You can just get on Google. Kane, you good?
Oh, hold on a second.
Okay.
Hello.
Good on?
Okay.
Hello?
Dane,
Yeah.
you're along the land of the living.
Took me a few minutes to get it fixed, and then I got it on, and then I went to the bathroom, and now we're back. Good to go.
Priest is not back though, so
Damn. Is he doing something, or did he crash, or?
Not quite
we
sure.
have no idea.
Oh, joy. Guess I'll play Minesweeper.
I had the same
I feel
thought.
like someone
Kane.
just said something
Well,
about
someone
that.
else had the thought, and I'm capitalizing on it. Here, could we have some fun with this? All right, let's do this, and then let's go to Discord, and
Oh wait, no, I know exactly what we can do. We can do one of those Discord games. We'll do fucking
I
Poker
booted
night.
up Minesweeper already.
hop in poker night.
Poker night.
What?
Yeah, it's on Discord. On Discord in the call.
Okay. I don't know if I can get that on screen. We'll see. In the call. Poker night. How do I do this?
Click join, and then click casual.
Where's join?
It should be like on me, or you can look in the bottom left, where it shows like next to share screen. There's a rocket ship. You can click
Yeah,
that.
but that says start an activity.
Yeah, you start an activity and join poker night.
You start one and join poker night?
Yeah, just do it. Just do it. It'll work.
Oh. You're about to use an age-restricted activity.
Because it's gambling, that's all. We're not betting real money, so it should be fine by Twitch's standards.
Instead, we will bet lives.
Yes!
Alright.
Yes.
I raised you one dog, Kane.
A dog? I like my dogs. I can get another
Well,
dog.
they're,
Like any
they're gonna
dog.
be
now?
mine then. No, it has to be yours.
Shit. My beagle yells a lot. I'm gonna have him.
Oh. Leo, which of your dogs will you offer up?
But I feel bad. Because Whiskers doesn't want to join.
You gotta make a choice. It's either
Yeah, I
Nico or Odie.
Alright, we'll offer up the husky.
Nico it is.
Actually, I think it shows bias. I need to keep it up.
Okay.
I'm all in.
Call.
Oh boy, I wish I remember how to
What
do
about
this.
you?
You can look up a cheat sheet if need be. I don't care.
Oh
wait, there is one. Click question mark. Click the question
I
mark in the
have
top
an
right.
amount of time.
And then the second choice is a list of cards. It's like a
It goes
help menu.
royal flush, straight flush, 4 of a kind, full house, flush, straight, 3 of a kind, 2 pair,
If you
1
don't feel
pair.
confident, just fold.
Yeah, I'll vote for this one.
Coward.
Or it just got picked up.
Oh, there's a poker night.
Check.
Check.
Something is going on.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
not.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm checking. Damn, that was powerful.
No one can actually see this. Let me see if I can fix that.
I'll bet 10.
Window
Awful.
capture.
Old? Ha!
Yeah, I didn't have anything.
3 of a kind.
Literally nothing.
Oh no, that's the wrong thing.
All right.
Okay.
Guess you get baby.
Were you waiting for me?
And Nico.
Yes,
apparently.
Yeah.
So,
we've been waiting
instead
for
of
like
losing
10 minutes, dude.
Did you tell us you were going and we ignored?
Yeah, I said I'll be right back. You can go on without me. I guess I didn't
Oh,
Whoops.
pick it up.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Crazy.
because you're quiet as heck.
I'm
One day.
trying.
We don't know what's wrong. Do you have like a sensitivity dial on your mic?
I don't.
What you doing,
No.
Maroc?
No.
What?
Am I quiet when I speak like
you're
this?
still in poker.
Are we
You're
still
a little
doing it? I thought
shaky,
we were
but
gonna-
no.
Oh, well,
I thought
you
we
were
were gonna do
being...
this.
The game still considered you here in time.
I'm
Holding.
bye.
All right, let's get back to it.
Oh.
That's because you, how did you put it? Pay your respects once a month.
Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. That locker happens to be mine. What? What do you mean?
I mean what I said, and I said what I meant. That's a locker I used when I was a detective. Locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams.
I see.
It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker.
Apparently, his fingerprint data was never removed from that locker's programming. He must have been using the fingerprint lock all this time without ever knowing it.
Marshall fingerprints out of the court record.
So then, what about the bloody handprint?
Wasn't mine. It's no mystery. Please explain. My locker is covered with my fingerprints. It just so happened some gussy doodad slapped his blood-stained palm across my domicile.
The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1.
Those are good odds. On the contrary, one could argue just the opposite. The chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward from me with a mere fingerprint. You wanna know why? Because you're a bitch.
Oh.
You're a cowpoke.
You're quite catty, Westerner.
What'd you just call me?
I'm from Southern Texas.
I'll have you know that I'm from, New York.
What?
That's as east as
I
they get,
acted in a
partner.
musical as a kid and never dropped the act.
We did a theater rendition of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly back in middle school, and I just sort of carried that with me till now.
Well, this is no country for theater kids.
You seem to know your stuff, penis.
Oh, I know my penis alright.
Gross.
All right.
It's an expression.
No, it's
You've never heard that?
No, I have not.
Well, I come from the West.
He knows it as well as the back of his penis.
I know.
All right. Whatever.
They're as different as night and day. Kind of like cereal and cereal. One's got to do with breakfast, while the other's a type of murder.
That's not. No.
There's a
it's serial
lot more
murder.
applications for that word.
He is right. Although seemingly alike, they're totally different. They're, shit. What's the word?
Hey, CD, we've been slacking on we've been slacking on giving you material for a while. We gotta keep our game up. You know what I mean? Homophones, maybe.
This
It's
trial's
probably
not
either
gonna-
homophones or homonyms. One of the two.
Homophones are words that sound alike but mean different things, so it's a homophone. Yeah, thank you. I already read this. Lied.
I don't see what hominins have to do with this.
Fucking, we
Homophone.
could have just gone on to the next.
Or no. Bow, 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 bow.
Was the murder wearing gloves?
How do you know that?
I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports.
There was a blood stain at the scene, thought to be left by the murderer.
That's right. Right. It was found on Detective Gumshoe's locker.
However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint.
Oh yeah, I think we tried that too.
So that would mean the murderer wearing gloves happened to place their hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprints.
That's the only logical conclusion. Are you starting to get the picture, partner?
The picture?
They seal blood in the desert. It's just food for the buzzards. There's only one reality, and that's this.
The security tape.
So long as my trail ain't in there, you can't say otherwise.
This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall, or suffer the consequences.
What do you mean by that?
You want to time into this crime, ain't that right, partner?
Yes.
If so, that video is the only direct evidence you got.
Oh, my cat just showed up. What's up?
The real Whiskers is here.
What?
A real whisper.
But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots.
Blind spots. I love that show.
Places you can't see. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, they could have left the room without being caught on tape.
We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright.
What the fuck do you mean speculations? Those are all totally valid points.
Yeah. Why else would
Well,
it be
Mr.
on in the storage room?
Well, Mr. Wright, if you can show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now.
Do we need to
We
go
got nothing
back
there.
to the
Good luck.
fucking video?
Yep.
Alright. So we're going to show evidence.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. Priest.
Very well.
Preset.
Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall.
Or should I say?
Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake.
Now then, let's have another look at this crappy ice cream music video. Show us this incriminating evidence, Mr. Officer Wright.
Mr. Officer Wright.
I don't know correctly.
We said we were gonna do this, but I really don't know. I do see the gloves, so there's that.
Ooh. I actually did see what it was.
You saw what the thing was?
I think so. Go back to the beginning of the video for me.
Alright.
boom. Never mind, I'm going insane.
Okay. No, I'm not.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom,
Anybody
boom,
got any ideas?
Does he have a beard?
boom,
Trying to
boom.
do
The
it.
knife.
I have an idea, but Eric's not gonna like it.
What?
Wait, he could have been the detective.
Oh shit! Snap.
What are you?
What do you
How
mean?
do we prove it? He could have. The sheriff could have been the guy in the detective
Yeah.
costume.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to show.
Which is why
Knife.
he's
Yeah,
got
oh.
a fucking Bowie knife.
The knife.
What's up with the knife?
The knife check
Is it
for
the same one that he's using? Like he's been shaving his face with a knife this whole time.
No,
Hold on, Leo.
I
Go
think
back
we
and go
have-
forward a little bit.
We have the knife.
Go
I think.
forward?
Just
a little
stop. Stop. Yes.
Go
Oh, you
back?
can see it for just a second.
No, it's fucking. Yeah. Keep going. Just keep,
Keep
going,
going.
forward. Keep going forward.
We're going.
Shit.
That crack in the wall, that didn't just appear on its own.
No, it's been there. I looked at that.
The knife? Do we want to?
Yeah, I want to show the knife.
Yeah, the knife.
The knife.
It's a big long one. He had a big long knife. It's better than anything else.
So, here?
Yeah, why not? Give it a shot. We've got.
The music did
Aha.
stop, so.
There. How's that for evidence?
No, we totally don't have it, guys. Please allow me to apologize for my colleague, Your Honor. He gets carried away sometimes.
Yes, well, this certainly isn't a first.
Will you give... Will you forgive him too, Officer Marshall? He's not a bad man, just a bit disillusioned.
Of course, I'm not one to gun down unarmed boys.
Oh, fuck you all. Anyways.
One of the simple
go to the
joys
end, just in
is
case.
boy.
Go to the end?
Well, not anymore.
Alright, are we going for it again? I already did it, whatever.
Alright, let's pay attention to Mr. Man. Fast forward until we see him.
Well, the problem is that we never see his face, like at all, or any part of his body.
He doesn't have gloves on, so why was he,
does have
not
gloves
like when
on.
he was? He does?
Yes.
Because he's. Oh wait, yeah, you can't see.
You can see the seam.
Pause.
So where's the pause button? There's the pause button.
Does he have a beard?
This is not decisive evidence, I don't think.
There's nothing, do you think?
I don't
Is he
know.
right-handed or left-handed?
Is
Open
that
the
something we
court
give access
record.
to?
It always comes back to the hand.
Mm-hmm.
Doing some frame
Open
by
the
frame
court
stuff.
record and see if it says that Bruce is left-handed.
I don't think frame by frame analysis is what we necessarily need here.
Oh, I'm sure it isn't, but
Just like we didn't necessarily need to spray the whole room with luminol, but
Meekins.
His jawline suffers heavily in 3D.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
That knife. It's the clearest image we get of this guy's face. I'm really not seeing anything, guys. You guys got anything?
I
Nada.
really wish I did.
Google time.
Other
Okay,
than
fine.
like, no, that's just a golf fucking caddy thing.
he's dead. He's
Oh my
fucking dead.
God.
Let's just Google it.
Yeah.
I already have. Keep playing, Leo.
Keep playing.
Yes.
Oh.
So,
Again?
yeah.
We just
I was
didn't
one.
go
That,
far
that's
enough.
what I was looking for earlier because I was like, "What about that thing in the locker?" But it was never there. So I was like, "All right, whatever." But that is genuinely it.
Okay, so we just weren't patient enough.
Yes.
I suppose.
Wow.
But what even is that? A handkerchief? Bring our
Glove.
back to the security camera. Is a mistake, I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall. ...
The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less?
You in the room. Glove. Box.
Caveman speak.
You guilty.
Can you
guilty as fuck.
You Joe.
Can you sum up what? Can you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or yes? Better. I'll do
Yes.
one better. I'll do it in 1. Guilty.
You can
You can clearly be
this
seen
video.
in this video. Oh,
Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner.
The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video.
you gave up already.
You absolutely should, CD. I'm sorry I didn't see that earlier, but you should absolutely make a metal remix of that song.
Oh my god.
That locker with the blanket chief sticking out. That was... Excuse me. That was the witnesses, I believe.
Now then, let's rewind the video a bit.
Alright, this one was on us.
Are we gonna have to watch the whole thing?
Yes. Correct.
Maybe just one swivel.
Probably just one swivel.
It's gone.
Oh, the white cloth. Ugh, sorry. It's gone. What is the meaning of this, Officer Marshall?
When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then, it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away.
Order, order. It would... Whoa, okay. Hold your horses.
Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was opened?
Oh,
That
fingerprint.
doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it.
What?
He doesn't know about the fingerprints because he's had his locker since before they were implemented.
The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened a locker and stuck it in. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine. That's why everyone's staring at me like I'm a wanted man.
This guy isn't just plain dumb. He is dumb.
Brain cell seed.
I hate to rain on your fiesta or whatever you have, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker.
Oh yeah? I'll call your bluff. You say I opened that locker. Now prove it. With facts and logic, heinous.
This one?
Yeah.
Liberal, right?
I'll give you that evidence hard.
Phoenix woke.
Phoenix will.
A fingerprint sensor?
Yeah. We talked about it earlier. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to. Yeah.
What kind of crazy talk is this?
The future. Technology. Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this.
In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
So, Sheriff, What do you have to say in 8 words or less?
Fiddlesticks.
Is that jerky?
I would assume
Oh
so.
yeah.
I only got one word for you, partner. No!
That's a crazy fucking reversal of what we predicted.
Order. Witness, explain yourself.
If this is a joke, it's the worst I ever heard.
I assure you, this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime.
It's like doing a good old-fashioned shindig.
Olay, please answer the question.
Ole. What is he now, a bullfighter? That's all right, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure out the rest from here.
Nosotros podemos.
Have a look at these floor plans. There is no place for someone to hide in the evidence room.
Except on
Yet
the floor.
Officer Meekins did see Officer Marshall.
If that's so, then where was the witness?
It seems Mr. Wright has an answer.
That's right. The only possible conclusion.
Well then, let's hear it. Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime?
Behind the
Was he-
camera.
A.
Or
Dressed up as Detective Goodman. B. Dressed up as Detective Goodman. Or C. Busting it down in the corner.
It's V, right, in this case?
the camera's so shitty I don't know. Busting it down to the corner.
Break it down.
Wait, it is
Break it
V,
down.
right?
Break it down.
Yes, the victim.
Okay.
Officer Marshall was standing right here.
But that's the location of the victim. That's where the victim Detective Goodman was.
Correct. Unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. It was you, dressed up like Detective Goodman.
But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the scene of the crime. Once he saw the man's face, he'd know for sure.
May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted.
Whiskers?
Oh no! When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his ID card, sir.
Yes? And how did Detective Goodman respond?
Suddenly pulled a knife on me!
Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it?
Yes, he would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it.
The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card.
Oh, I get it.
If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have had realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall?
You got quite an imagination, partner. We got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence.
Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it.
You making fun of my accent, compadre?
Nar.
Nar.
I'm not British. You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective.
Dar.
Nar. Unless you have hard evidence proving that I dressed up as the victim.
I'm hard evidence.
What?
Just wanted something. Somebody said something
The
about.
judge can attest to that.
Penis
Nah.
stays hard. I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition.
I'm gonna
I
go
can't
ahead
say
and
I cared for your beard.
mark off
But you don't
facetious to
see
the
me
max.
complaining.
Sorry, we kept
You're
waiting
good.
for the other person and then speaking at the same time anyways.
Such is the way of the online chat room.
I'm gonna mark off both my courtroom romance and facetious to the max for that one.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim?
Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that.
I can see the fear in your eyes, partner, like a deer in the headlights. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat.
This can't be happening. It's so obvious he's the one. What can I do?
Looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed.
No!
I'll pass on to you when someone... Oh boy. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics.
The basics? For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me. Oh shit, Kane, here's your
Kane.
chance.
I'm eating right now. Hold on. Let me get water and swallow my food.
Of course. You got a vocal,
You really gotta...
to your
warm it
warm-up.
up.
Me.
Can I count that as engine revving?
Phoenix, try thinking outside the box.
It's so good to hear
With
your
your
voice.
keyboard.
I should look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather, I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise.
Why do you think this locker was opened in the first place?
What do you mean?
There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later as it... as it has been.
Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker.
According to the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then, after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason.
The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that he opened it in order to put the cloth inside.
So, just what exactly is this piece of cloth?
Perhaps the video is the key to all of our unanswered questions.
No, they spent so much money on this video and they're gonna milk it
Yeah,
right in front of our eyes.
I don't have any evidence.
It
And
was
the budget
groundbreaking
is
technology
shot.
for the Game Boy Advance.
So,
Fair.
this video's
Or would this
wildly
be on the
shot.
DS at this point?
This came out for the DS.
Yeah, this trial.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
it would have been on the DS,
But it's funnier if it's the Game Boy Advance.
I'm gonna look up DS cutscenes and see what we're working with.
this would have been game-breaking. This would have been world-shattering for the Nintendo DS back in 2010.
It's 3D and it's handheld.
Yeah.
Actually, that would have been pretty cool to be like, wait, no.
Yeah, do you remember the opening cutscenes for the Pokemon games?
Yes! Oh my god!
That's what it would have
And the
looked
one
like.
in the middle of the game. I missed that. When Pokemon put in effort.
Who knows? Maybe with Legends.
Oh,
Za-
Ace
Yeah,
just
it's
showed up.
downside,
Yeah, so it is the
finally.
one for the DS. What's
I
up,
freaking
Ace?
hope.
Thanks for dropping by. How you doing this fine evening?
Very well. Let's
Even
take
then.
yet another look at the security tape. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the light cloth. Please show us why the witness had to open his locker. Could it be the fact that he had a bloodstain on his shoulder from being attacked by Officer Meekin?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's absolutely probably it.
Didn't even have to look up the guide.
Rare
Get
footage of
fucked.
the Empire's gang not looking up the guy.
Because Maroc is helping.
Go back. Let's pause. No, pause. There we go. This, right? Do we just want to go
I'm
for
thinking
it?
that. Unless we got something else.
I can't save, so.
Nope.
Go for it. We still have plenty of health, anyways.
Well, the music stopped, so.
For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room. Though I don't know what I don't know what.
To what
Fuck
end
you,
yet?
Marshall.
Yet?
However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked.
My condolences, 8. You're now trapped.
And the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood.
A bloody white coat? British?
Your Honor, watch your language. You couldn't
What?
just walk out like that.
The verdict is British.
So you hid your coat in the locker.
Not bad, partner.
So you're admitting you did the thing?
Yeah. Now then, Officer Marshall. Now that you've got your hand caught in the cookie jar, are you ready to tell us the truth? Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago. If you were only half as persistent then as you are today, we all wouldn't have to be here now would we?
As I said, why does it feel like everyone but Phoenix knows the answer already?
Because it's true.
It is true.
Phoenix is the only... Everyone else knows. Like, everyone in this... Lana knows. Marshall knows. Cockney Lunch knows. Edgeworth
Emma
seems
knows.
to know.
Emma just learned.
Emma
And
just learned.
Phoenix only gets to know in 15 minutes on break.
So it isn't just us. Everyone hates Meekins in the video.
Mm.
Line. Officer Marshall. Tell the court what you did. All of it.
Alright. It seems the time has come.
Let's go clean.
What? I figured there was just gonna be text. I didn't know we were gonna have to cross-examine this shit.
No, this is a Phoenix Wright game.
Marshall's confession.
Admitted it or something at this point.
They're literally the main reason this case is so contentious. I could see that. Yeah.
I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. Managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. So the supposed victim was really you.
What is my cat doing up on my dresser?
Cat.
Chilling. Big
Yeah,
chilling.
I
chilling.
just need to make sure he doesn't knock over anything.
How dare you? How dare you?
That
Trial
question
day
me
2
like
drags so hard. Trust me, I know. It really does.
What drags?
The day
Whiskers,
before
what are
this.
you doing over there, cat? For reference, our cat's name is Whiskers, not to be
This is
confused
only
with
day
Whiskers.
2.
This
No,
is
this
day
is day
2
one.
of the trial. It's the 3rd day overall.
Okay. That's a little makes
This
a little
is
more sense.
it's like it's getting a little better. I hope the end is more fun. But
It
I'm
is.
still-
It is getting better. It is getting better. I'll stand by. I think what I said earlier. I think my biggest problem with this trial is that it doesn't feel like Phoenix has a ton of stake in it,
Yeah.
and
He's
like
kinda
I feel
dragged
like
into
Phoenix
someone
doesn't
else's
have much
story.
emotional stake in it, which I think is the biggest problem.
Yeah, I also just think that the characters are kind of. We don't know the characters. I don't think.
Well,
they're
that's
super
kind of an
exaggerated.
extension of Phoenix not having a ton of stake in it. Like Phoenix has no real relation to these characters, and so as
Phoenix
the
has
as
been
the
pretty
filter
funny
through which we
this
see the
trial.
story, Phoenix doesn't have a ton of attachment to these characters, and as such, we don't get a ton of like context or like emotional
I
connection
guess.
to them.
Phoenix
like-
has been pretty funny this try. It just feels like everyone's beating down and dancing circles around him. You just get tired of fighting.
Yeah.
Because it's not even that interesting.
I guess,
Yeah,
but like
There's
Wait,
definitely
here, hold on.
and-
Priest has been trying
Yeah,
to
okay.
say.
with
Let's
Mr. White, I feel like the emotional attachment thing, Phoenix doesn't need an. I just don't think these characters are as compelling. Like he didn't know Mr. White or Roseburg really, but
Mr. White?
who's the? He was like the CEO,
Oh, Red White.
Red White.
It was better when it was more about Edgeworth. Edgeworth is cool.
Well,
I
yeah, I
don't
mean,
know.
he didn't, but even then, Phoenix maybe not always in the characters, but he had stakes in the trial themselves. Like White was like, "Oh, I'm gonna turn the tables and I'm gonna pin this whole thing on you now. You stuck your nose in too far." Like the first time we had Larry and we were fighting for our friend. The second time, was the one with. Oh, no, we totally had emotional stakes in that trial because that was the trial where Mia was killed. So we had an actual emotion. Regardless, like, we were just meeting the characters, but we had an actual, like, we had a solid reason to be pursuing that case. And then Red White was like, "Oh, I'll turn it around on you." And then Trial 3, I feel like Trial 3 to an extent suffered from the same problem this one does, just like a little less so. And I think it also came down to the fact that Phoenix was kind of a little bit more along for the ride. And I know what you mean. Phoenix doesn't necessarily have to have a strong emotional connection to the characters, but you do got to supplement it with something. And sometimes you like in the past they've been able to
this one is just bullying us as well. It's taking us super slow. It's like, oh, slight reveal, and it's not.
Things
like
get better after this trial day. I'll take your word for it, and I'm hoping for the best because it does seem like there's an uninteresting underlying story.
I feel like when the plot hits, it's gonna be like, ooh, spicy.
Yeah, just have to wait for it to actually hit.
Yeah.
We're just like.
But yeah, I think I get what you're saying, Priest. It's just like you need something to have a connection between the some amount of intrigue. What makes this case how good is how tense it gets in the late game. Okay. I'm glad to know that there's at least something to look forward to after we get through this slog. But again, yeah, it's just there was at least so far there hasn't been a ton to supplement Phoenix's lack of personal stakes in this case.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
I
don't think that's all it, because it's kind of funny to watch him descend into madness as he's like trying to get around this case that he was not supposed to stick his nose into.
Yeah.
So he's got he's got almost involvement just from the fact that he's like, this is so stupid that now he has to solve it.
Yeah.
But
Fair
it's
enough,
just
but again, like
it just keeps getting stupider for now.
Yeah, like we're okay. Well, again, we'll give it. That's my thoughts so far, but they might turn it around at least partially by the end. So I'm not gonna quit or anything, but we gotta.
No. But...
We just gotta get through this part.
Thinking about it for sure.
All right, let's move.
Let's dance.
Let's dance, Bambi.
If you want a case that drags really hard, play Ace Attorney Investigations. I think we'd all die. I think we'd all pass away before we got to the end. But there's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Did we not test the blood? Could we not do that?
Whose blood was it? What do you mean blood?
DNA doesn't
Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand.
They didn't figure that one out.
My guess is he's the donor.
It was way too much blood.
Extraterritorial
for such
rights
a small
intensive.
donation.
Such a small donation. We're cross-examining this?
So.
For what? What are we trying to get out of this?
Confession.
Maybe we need to start pressing on let it die. Let it die, let it die, let it shrivel up and die.
When you say it, you mean
Do you even have to ask, partner?
a penis. The SL9 incident.
2 years have passed since that case was closed. It was going to completely end with the transferal that day.
Not if I have anything to do with it. That incident's not over.
But what did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room?
When a case is closed, only that case's lead detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at myself. Look at it myself one more time. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine.
But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it?
That day was my last chance. That's why
Alright, I guess we'll just press on everything until we get a better idea of what's going on.
Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman?
If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transferal, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere.
How bad could it be?
Be.
I don't know, Phoenix. I asked that question several streams ago and it got worse. So you did it to fool the security camera?
And the detective's ID card? I stole that the morning of that there incident.
Wait, I just realized that someone would need to disguise themselves as Phoenix Wright is a suit.
And a lot of hair gel.
Yeah, and a lot of hair gel. So that really was why Goodman started filling out that lost item report.
We'll just keep following our destiny, Phoenix. Or A, sorry. My brain switched modes. I couldn't remember what I usually said. Hi, CD. Oh, CD's going off to bed for real this time. Sorry about the Wi-Fi issues, CD.
Sweet
We will see you next time.
Dream of white mochas.
But don't forget the attorney's badge. Absolutely. We have a bingo square called the power of the attorney's badge.
I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor of the prosecutor's office parking lot.
The ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall.
So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight.
What do you mean, partner?
I mean the fingerprint activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that locker yourself.
It could, because a rubber glove just happened to get stuck in the door. That means Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall.
Oh, that's important.
Yes.
You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off?
Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time. Officer Meekins certainly is a 1 in a million type person. Mistaking a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID.
I'll have to think a little more about how to raise... I'll have to think a little more about his raise this year.
When did Edgeworth get so much influence?
Anyway, he threw himself at me and I ended up cutting him slightly. I'm sorry it had to turn out that way, with me knocking him out and everything.
By the way, what happened to your knife?
Oh, you mean this one?
I don't know what to say.
So you knocked Officer Meekins out and...
I guess we'll keep pressing.
So, you did your research beforehand.
Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. I didn't think it would make a difference, though. The security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone to plan, no footage would have been left.
6 hours?
However,
So
you've
long.
bloodied your coat in your struggle with Officer Meekins.
If someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there.
What was Officer Meekins doing during that time?
What else? He was sleeping like a baby. So what you're saying is, on that day,
I love how these things are like YouTube shorts, and that they'll always try to bleed the end of the press into the next line.
Yeah.
But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place.
what are you, bland? The victim shown on that tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner.
So you stole the evidence from the locker?
Actually, no, I didn't.
Why not?
When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone. What? Mr. Edgeworth, where is that evidence?
It's still missing, Your Honor.
Detective
Faith in the justice
Walker
system.
was already empty. Someone else stole the evidence. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing?
Alright, so it seems like we just needed to press everything. Or maybe just that specifically.
Fire away, partner. It's a free country, here in Jap America. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer.
Stealing a detective's ID, injuring a police officer. This is no small offense.
Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. It can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary.
Not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution. ...
Japan
Like I said.
strikes again.
This isn't your case. This one is mine. And I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with. The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more.
I guess we keep pressing.
But that case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room.
Joe Dark was convicted for his crimes. One thing I can say for sure is he deserved his sentence.
I remember the Joe Dark case. It involved serial murders, didn't it? I don't intend to complain about how it turned out. But there's something that still bothers me. Something went down at that trial. Something no one will talk about. What happened? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
What?
Why is he so concerned with that incident? Maybe I should present him with what I think his real reason is. I had a feeling we'd wind up here sooner or later. Everyone involved here is related in some way to that case.
Echo 9.
I'd better take another look at that file.
I better press tab on my keyboard.
So...
Yeah, now Phoenix is learning. He doesn't even need...
Yeah.
Incident
more.
SL9, closed perpetrator, crime serial, sentence death. Victims, Edward Jones, Jason Knight, Edith Kirby, Rachel Moss, Jeb Bates, Neil Marshall, there we go.
Who the fuck is
Head
Jeb
prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth, witnesses, Lana Skye, Emma Skye, executive investigators, Damon Gaunt, Lana Skye, head investigator, Bruce Goodman, and investigators, Jake Marshall and Angel Starr. I assume, though I'm not 100% certain, that we present that piece of evidence on the last.
Yeah.
On the last.
Neil Marsh.
And then I just gotta spam. What? Oh.
You went too far.
It's so. Okay. This, right. Yeah. Okay. Present.
Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident.
Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner.
I don't know what that is. But I have the SL9 incident file right here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here.
No.
In a list of
Been a
murder
crime.
victims. Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man?
Neil Marshall.
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard of the name. 2 years ago, he received the same lousy prosecutor award you got. What? A prosecutor?
He must be talking about the King of Prosecutors Award.
Now I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did.
That's right. He was killed. And the case fell into your hands. But what's his relation to you? He was my brother. He was investigating the murders with Damon Gant, the then deputy chief of police. The group of detectives I was part of worked under them. I think it's funny. I think we called out that the fucking text box was explicitly covering someone's face.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
We were desperate to prosecute the killer.
Yeah, that man looks like a serial killer.
Dead.
Typecast is all hell.
He's got the fucking Hawkeye eyes.
Yeah.
Joe Dark. My brother fought Dark and was killed. That was the first time Dark left behind any evidence. That was all we needed. He was arraigned and incarcerated. Case was finally closed. At least, according to the public records.
His name is, yeah, you can't really be, who else would it have been if not Joe Dark?
What do you mean? My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight.
And that's it? That's your reason for your insane actions?
There's more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try and hide it, you can't fool me. Well, at least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime.
That was the last day the SL case could be reopened. The SL9 case could be reopened. Not satisfied with its resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence.
Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled.
Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day. The things that happen by chance never cease to amaze. At exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department.
Chance? It's gotta be more than just that.
So if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the real one.
Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye.
But wait! A verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial.
Have we met? I don't think we've met that person yet. Ace, is there more? Does that show up later? Or was that from a part of the game I don't remember?
It's the name of one of the victims. Died
In
there.
this game or in
I
another
don't
game?
remember if it's this game or not, but I remember the screen cap.
He's in another game? Okay, cool. Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today.
What?
There's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There yet remained the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department.
Seems to me, this boy's got the draw on you, partner.
All of the mysteries of the police department have been resolved. No doubt about it. Our sole murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Skye. And the testimony of one Miss Angel Star is completely incontestable.
It's full of hearsay.
If you have a response, make it a single word or less.
Side quest complete. Arg!
Lives in a pineapple under the sea.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Sounded like Lana a little bit there. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
I rest
I
my
did?
case.
Yeah, a little bit. There's a little French pirate going on.
Ooh. It seems this trial has reached its conclusion. There's no room for doubt.
Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time disproving the alleged murder at the police department.
There's no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security camera's tape was really fake.
But why?
But I didn't realize that would end
So
up proving Lana guilty.
Now then, the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant. Iggy.
Oh my god.
What the shit?
How did you get here? Wait, Kane?
Your Honor, wait!
Emma!
The defense has an objection. A scientific objection. Right?
Emma, no! Now's not the time for your science bullshit. What do you mean?
Mr. Wright, are you this girl's guardian?
I guess?
Please, Your Honor, all I'm asking for is a minute of your time. Please, hear me out. Mr. Edward, please.
I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3.
Wow, that's generous.
I'm
Still you go.
kind of in shock. I mean, finding out the SL9 incident referred to the Joe Dark killings.
Now that she mentions it. The names of both Skye sisters were in that file.
That's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day. So I knew his fingerprint had nothing to do with the crime. That left only one thing. The other handprint.
You mean the traces of blood found in Detective Gumshoe's locker?
But no fingerprints were found on it, right?
No, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. So, I ran over there and looked at it again.
So, did you find something?
No.
Huh?
Sorry, I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all.
Is that all?
Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student.
Emma sucks in
I'm
this
just
game,
an
not
attorney.
gonna lie. We were all thinking it. Is she better in the later games?
Depending.
If she's alive in the later
I like
games.
her better. I like her more, but she's not everyone. She's a different type of character.
Okay.
Wow.
But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have.
A says she's way better in Apologistus. Okay.
Yeah. If we can't find something wrong with them,
please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. If anyone can save Lana, it's you.
Me? Oh boy.
Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright.
Because there she's not just Diet Maya. I miss Maya, guys. I really do.
Ebba's doing her best. Big shoes to fill. She was a psychic.
No, he just got science lady.
It's kind of hard to compete.
To beat magic with
psychic.
science.
Yeah, competing with psychic powers.
Psychically summoning her dead sister. Yeah, it's really hard to beat. It's really hard to compete with that.
With regards to the incident at the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain?
It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark. Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. Is there a problem with this?
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry I can't be of more use, but still, if you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark, Anna will be...
Now is not the time for pressure.
I'll kill him.
Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day.
Yes, Your Honor. If I've ever needed to concentrate, it's now. What could be wrong with that handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could there be something I'm missing?
I
No,
almost 100% guarantee we're supposed to object here, but...
Nah, I don't think so.
Sorry, Lana. Alright.
Guess your sister's gonna die. Oh well. Okay. This handprint left at the crime scene clearly shows a contradiction.
The only thing that seems clear is your grasping, Mr. Wright.
You've been staring pretty intently at those floor plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them?
Yes, this is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is missing.
Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on here?
Yes, something that, when drawn, will completely change the meaning of the blood mark.
Let us pray the defense isn't simply trying to bite on.
Honestly, no heel turn in this series will ever top Ghosts Are Real, but we can't accept their testimony because one probably committed perjury years ago.
Any chance that's from Spirit of Justice?
That sounds about right.
I never did end up beating that one, so totally picture.
How far did you get?
Pretty far. I gave up on one of those 3D mini games. But I definitely got like 2/3 through.
Alright, let's do this. We're almost.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
That's from case 1. Oh, I do kind of remember them mentioning that.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
With all this evidence here, there's gotta be something I can use.
Is it finally time to present the Blue Badger?
Yeah, probably.
Probably, yeah.
The question is, which item can prove something is missing from the floor plans?
We doing this, guys?
Yes. Lock it in. Yes!
What about that piece of plywood?
Blue Badger, mascot of the police force.
Holy shit, my title was relevant. After all this time, the title I put up there because I couldn't think of anything better.
Still a better mascot than Teddie.
It came full circle in the end, guys.
Defender of truth. Guardian of proof.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Look at the floor plans of the crime scene. The Blue Badger is not here.
So?
So, what happens when we put him in? This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime. Well,
what?
Yes, babe.
that's right. So long as the Blue Badger is dancing here, it would be impossible to place a handprint at this spot on the locker.
What?
That one hit him in his heart. Knocked the wind out of him.
I know. The
So
wind of the
that
west
means-
came through the door for that one.
So what exactly does that mean?
It means it can't be done.
What are you saying? Blood traces were undeniably found on that locker.
Don't look at me, I didn't put it there. I mean,
I got an eyelash. in my head.
Oh god, she's back in the stand with us.
cut the bullshit. What does science even mean?
Get your shit together. On that afternoon, Officer Meekins was the one who brought the Blue Badger to the evidence room, right? After he put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker.
So, that must mean his blood mark was left there before the Blue Badger was brought in?
Just one moment. I will not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my courtroom.
Or after.
It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's the only possible explanation.
I don't see why it couldn't be after.
On February 21st, in the police department's evidence room, blood was spilled not once, but twice.
But how?
We don't know yet.
One time was captured on this tape, taken by the security camera.
Wait, they gave her a Hime cut without bangs. She really is Diet Maya.
Officer Meekins cut his hand, from which a trivial amount of blood fell. The problem is, the other time.
Also, how did the vase get on the floor?
Huh. Yes.
Where has the vase been this whole time?
Around.
Someone bled prior to the struggle shown on this tape. It had to have been.
I think it makes more sense that it would be after, because they would have seen the blood if it had been
That's
before.
what I'm saying. I don't know why we're assuming it's before. Whatever. We'll keep going. Oh, maybe because no one else went. There were no check-ins to the thing afterwards.
Yeah.
Was there
no,
not? I
no
thought there
reason.
was one afterwards. Or was it Meekins?
No,
The Blue Badger just hadn't been moved.
No.
I mean, we can take a look at the court record. I don't want to waste too much time. But...
No, I think the last one was Meekins, yeah, when he went to move the Blue Badger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it must have been 777-777. Actually, that's too many sevens. 777. No, it was one less.
Either it
7-7.
was either Edgeworth or Sevens.
777-777.
Detective Goodman, when he was really murdered.
What are you fucking talking about?
Reaching your own.
Bullshit!
I object myself.
Gee, I wonder who Sevens is. I actually don't know.
I think Merrick might have called it. I think it is the devil. Who knows with this case?
That's ridiculous. I refuse to accept your absurd claim.
The murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be a fake. However, that does not explain the blood mark found on the locker.
So then, assuming this murder you purport really happened, when did it take place? I demand you show evidence that proves when it occurred.
I don't fucking know. When did it occur?
To summarize, the defense claims that prior to Officer Meekins being cut by Jack Marshall, who was posing as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in that evidence room.
That's right. The blood mark on the locker proves this.
Very well. And tell us, when did this first incident occur? As Mr. Edgeworth said, proof must be presented.
Here is a clock
set the second and hour hand where you think the time happened.
He was murdered with the
Don't
thing.
worry about the minute. We'll spare you that.
They would totally pull out the thinker for that minigame. I hope the
Last
final
thinker.
Ace Attorney game ever has that in it.
The thinker again, yeah.
The murderer was the thinker come to life. This is music. At night it comes alive.
You know, I actually was inspired by the thinker when I was making the blue badger.
It does have
What will cause the most trouble possible, I thought.
All right, boys, let's get her done.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go.
I don't gotta go, but
We're
you know,
overtime.
we are overtime.
Oh, I didn't know to read that.
No,
There's
you
only
did
one
not.
piece of evidence that can show that.
Now then, will the defense please present its evidence? What shows when the first crime took place? Yes.
The final case is when Edgeworth has enough and kills Phoenix with the thinker.
That's why Apollo Justice takes over.
Guys,
Wait,
I
wait,
really
wait,
don't
wait.
know.
When did he die? Wait, go back to the thing to the right. The case file to the right. Oh, die. Okay, never mind.
In here? Is it just this?
Unless there's anything else.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, maybe the vase.
777.
The vase?
I don't know. I'm just literally just grasping.
Oh,
at
it has blood on it.
I really don't know, guys. What do we want to try?
Maybe either the vase or the log.
I think it's 1013, and we can call it maybe.
I can't say. We've got to pick something.
ID card.
Try
record.
both.
Yeah.
Try the
So,
vase and then try the record.
Alright. It doesn't.
If
Damn.
the crime took place inside the evidence room,
No, it's
the
this.
killer would have had to enter it, and in order to do so, an ID card would have been required.
An ID card. Oh, the ID card record.
Oh, he did it for us.
Officer Meekins brought the Blue Badger panel into the evidence room at
Let's see here. 4:50 p.m. If the crime took place before that time, then it would be 4:40 p.m. Oh. Oh.
With
Miles Edgeworth. Just what have you done?
I would have never figured you had the nerve, boy.
Drop the act, witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure it. To figure out it couldn't have been me.
Nope, I ain't getting it.
I'm afraid I don't understand either.
It's clear from the luminol test that blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood.
That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away by the real murderer.
I would have had just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible. Otherwise, I absolutely would have stabbed that bitch.
Wait, but didn't the person before him only have 20 minutes?
Still more
I
than
mean-
10!
20's more than 10.
Alright, whatever.
That would mean the crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room.
Let's look at the chart again. There's only one other card number remaining. 777777.
Setting aside whether or not Edgeworth actually did it,
Who's this
regardless of
lucky?
how much time it would have taken, there are 2 entries before that point, and both should be considered valid suspects.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about a lucky number. But wait, that doesn't make sense. How could Detective Goodman have entered the evidence room?
Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand, he must have entered along with the real murderer. And that's the only plausible explanation. He went in with 7 sevens.
Mr. Edgeworth, please look into this ASAP. Find out whose number is 777777777.
That's 1 7 too many, Your Honor. I was about to say that. Unfortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that ID card, at least at present.
What?
Explain yourself, son.
The ID number 7777777 belongs to someone with the rank of captain or higher. Someone who is a so-called executive officer.
You did know it.
Dude, totally, dude.
We don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity.
That motherfucker was suspicious.
I'm a lawyer.
But that's ridiculous. Just how...
I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There is one situation in which we can be granted such authority.
If an official charge filed against an executive is accepted.
An official charge?
You're all alike, aren't you? With your cover-ups and your forgeries. That's how the prosecutor's office operates.
I take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I would appreciate it if you would keep your slander to yourself.
Slander, is it? Okay. Let me ask a question.
Yes.
Wait.
No, not to you. To her, the defendant sitting over there. Your own little executive.
Lana?
Don't be stupid.
What?
She's been charged with murder. Of course we've looked up her ID number, and it's not 7777777.
Don't play me for a fool, partner. That's not what I wanted to ask. All I want to know is one thing about that incident. The XL9 incident? Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence?
Uh-oh.
And this is where we take a break.
Yeah, this needs to be where we take a break.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the trial was actually going to end there, but they've still got more. Alright, I'm going to do the stream wrap-up. I'm going to try and speed through it real quick. First of all, stream schedule for the rest of the week. I will most likely be doing Yakuza 0 tomorrow night if I have enough time to set it up. I'm a little low on time over the next day, so I'm gonna have to, and setting up a new game can take a bit. So I'm hoping to be able to do that stream tomorrow night, but I might have to put it off for another week because I've been quite busy lately. The other stream, hopefully this week, will be either Persona 4 stream either Thursday afternoon or Saturday night. And then I think we are all... I've talked with everyone. I think we should be able to do our D&D stream on Sunday night, and I haven't heard any issues for Phoenix Wright next Monday. So that's the tentative plan right now going forward. I will update. I will give updates during the next stream if anything changes. As for tonight, it got off to a slow start, but I actually do think it managed to pick up a bit at the end there.
It did.
Yeah, we're back, I think. Hopefully.
We're so back.
A little back.
We're mostly back, and then we're going to be right down to the
really
dumps
back.
during the next investigation sequence.
Caprese.
So,
So quick.
I do want to thank everyone who dropped by. Ace, thank you so much. I'm sorry I haven't been able to make it to many of your streams lately. As I said, I've been quite busy, mostly with Diffie Q. But also CD and Squidler, Google Chrome Dad, and we had Weepoy in here for a little bit. Thank you all so much for dropping by. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. And with that, I'm going to bring things to a close. Thank you all once more, and we will see you all next time. Ciao.
Bye bye.
Oyasumi.
Time for a